Now time to write an API for the feeds. So we need a get request, which will be feeds, and inside post controller and index we have to write its query. So let's jump to index. First of all, we need to have a request, and then we need to get the user from the request and then store it in a user variable. So next we need to write a query for feeds. So we have to get all the posts with the user and with user.followers. We have to create these two relationships. For now we don't have it, but let's continue. So after this, after completion of this request, we have to write these relationships. Next, we need to also get the counts of the likes and comments. So these relationships also we need to write inside post model, and we need two checks. Like, so let me explain this. But before this, we need to understand like the visibility options of the post can be. So if we look here, the post table contain a column visibility, and it's a enum. So either the post can be public or followers. So if the post visibility is public, then everybody can be able to see this post inside the feed screen. But if it is only for the followers, and if the person is following this user, then we are going to we will be able to see this post. Otherwise we are not we will not be able to see this post in our feed screen. So for this we need to check to have these two where clauses. So where has will help us to check for the user, like this current user is following the creator of this post. Then we are and the post is for followers only, then we will be able to see with the help of this check. Or if the post visibility is public, then we will be able to see. Otherwise we are not going to see uh, the post if it is only for followers and we are not following the user. We will return. Inside post we need user relationship and likes relationship and comments, and inside user model we need only followers relationships for now. So inside post we have to write three relationships, one for the user. So this post can be belongs to user, and it can have many comments and it can have many likes. And inside user user model we need just one relationship for now, and that can be followers. So this user has many followers. Yeah, so these relationships are now completed, and to test these two, let's jump to our postman. So inside postman we need to duplicate this. Yeah, now we need to rename this to feeds, and here we just need to write feeds. Yeah, and inside header we just need to have these two, yep, and body we don't need, and the request should be get. So now let's send the request. Okay, so before looking to the request, let's first jump to our post table. Okay, so inside post table we have four posts here, and the first one visibility is public, second is followers, third one is followers, and the fourth one is public also. And this the user ID 1 created these two posts, and the user ID 2 created these two posts, and both contain one public and one follower. And here if we look, like the user we are currently logging as this user, this ID 3. And inside followers, we have just one record here, which is user ID 1 we are going to follow, and the user ID 3. Like currently login user is 3. So 3 is following user ID 1. And and user ID 1 created two posts here. Yep. So we should be able to see both these posts because its visibility is either public or followers, and we are going to follow this user. So we should be able to see these two posts. But from this user, we should be able to see only this post and not this one. Okay. So let's jump to our result response here and let's check it. So we are getting 1, 2, 3 posts here. Okay, and let's check here. So its user ID is 1. This is okay, and its visibility is public. So that's why we are seeing this post. Now the user ID is 1, visibility is followers, but we can still see this post because we are following this user. That's why. So the third one here is user ID 2, and its visibility is public. That's why we are going to see this, and we don't see the fourth post because, and we are paginate it to 5, but still we don't see that. That's mean that our check is perfectly working. So we are either we will be able to see the post from the followers, or if its visibility is public only.
I noticed one thing, which is if you look here, we have also this, and we don't need this to be here in our response. So for this, we don't need to include this here. Let's remove this, and now we can test again. Yeah, all is okay, and we don't have that anymore here. So this is completed. Now next we have to do and further tutorials.